down the woods at Roland's Gill, and that hole in that tree there. I'll just zoom in and out a little bit. But every time we were kids, there was always a starling used to nest in there. You would see it every time coming out. It's probably still using the same hole again. I'll just zoom back out. But this wood's at the bottom of the old gill line at Roland's Gill, just opposite the Derwent Walk, and there's a nice little chaffinch there. But just up that tree as well, there's a carrion crow's nest. It was sitting on it a few minutes ago, but the red kite flew over, and it was like the pair of them. There was another crow in the wood there, but they both just jumped straight off and chased the red kite. But this wood it's an old oak wood, and it's full of wildlife. It's brilliant. Just thought we'd come down and have a look. It's a little bit treacherous. That chaffinch has probably got a little breeding site in here somewhere, because it's not too happy that I'm actually standing on the path. I can hear a green finch in the distance there as well. There's the chaffinch down there. Probably got a nest in these little trees somewhere hiding. I can hear a nuthatch in the distance. I can hear blue tits, I can hear a green finch. It's full of wildlife, this wood. It wasn't this good when I was a kid. It used to be reasonable, but it's never as good as this. I'm going to have a walk down, see if I can actually see the kites down here as well. I'm using a different camera the day, so it shouldn't be anywhere near as shaky as what it used to be on the other videos. This one's a bit more stable. I'm sure that's a nuthatch. Oh right, and I think I can see a song thrushes in this holly bush here. I'll just see if I can get around a little bit. I can see the bird's head sticking out the nest there. I'll zoom in a little bit. It's just in the back there. The camera's not focusing very well when I'm doing that. Just see its head sticking out. I'm just clocking on the focus to try and get it. It's going to be an autofocus. It's focusing on the parts in the foreground. I'll zoom back a little bit. But anyways, you can see it there in the middle. That's the sun thrushes. You can just see its head sticking out there. With it sitting tight, it'll either have eggs or chicks in there.
The egg's like pale blue, isn't it?
Pale blue with black spots on around the top.
It's been quite a while since I've seen one.
Never seen them for a long time, huh? There was a tree down here, had a nuthatches in, didn't it?
It was, but
and I think it was this one here, this oak. There's a hole around the back. There was a jackdaw's nest in it, and in a bit higher up the tree there would be a nuthatches as well. Just heard a pigeon flapping away there, doing its usual clapping noises. It's mating. Right, just up on that oak tree there, you see a hole just on the front of it. It's closed in a lot, the hole, because otherwise there used to be a starling's nested in there, or a jackdaws. I think there was a hole around the back of that tree as well. but the hole's actually closed over a bit. Not sure, it'll probably get used, it's big inside, it'll still get used by a blue tit or a grey tit. Just up there, it's a bit hard to see, but there is a nut hatch. If it calls again, I'm trying to get it nice and centered in the bunch. I turned the camera on, it's just flew away. I turned the camera on and it went very quiet. But just straight ahead of her, we've got a red kite. It's about to fly. It's just flew there. I didn't want to shine up into the sun on the camera. But there it is. It's hovering around up there, like gliding around I should say. But in that oak there is a big nest. I've gone down a bit.
It's definitely going to be there.
Aye,
Right
it was sitting on it, wasn't it, when we came down the hill? Both of them, I think they're building the nest up because both of them landed on there with stuff in the mouth. And they'll not have young birds at this time of year because it's only beginning of April, mid-April.
I mean, 20 years ago this is just not something you would have seen.
Aye, they just released them about 10-15 years ago, didn't they? And they're actually common as muck.
Fly again from this
from that oak there.
Tree over there where you've got the camera point.
Aye. But up there you can see the red kite nest. They're actually on building it. It's just a bit of a mess at the minute. It's not much of a platform. It's not much of a platform. I don't know how they're going to get on when the crow's a bit further back. The crow's is only about 100 metres away behind her. And the crows always mob the red kite.
There's the kite coming back.
Aye, he's coming, he's circling around there. That's a great tit in the distance there. I can hear a wren. I can hear a robin as well. It's full of wildlife in here. Let's see if we can get a bit more of it on camera. That's a great tit up there, but in that oak tree there, you might not be able to see it from here. I'll zoom in a bit, but there's a snapped off branch there, and if I get zoomed in onto it, you might be able to see there's an old woodpecker's hole, and that's probably what the great tit's using there, because it's quite close to it. I can hear some blue tits just up on the bank side as well. And that's the nut hatch just up there on the bank side again. did see them just up there. This is an old stream. There was a bit of an old building there. It's the old industrial works from years ago, the old railway line. Ah, there's the great tit. Where that woodpecker hole is, what I was on about. It's just, both of them are just below the hole. You can see it on the branch there. I'll zoom in a bit. It's right next to the hole, the pair of them.
It's not often you see a blue tit that high up, is it?
It's that was a great tit.
Is it the great tit?
Aye.
Wasn't it? It's hard to make.
It's hard to see. No, there's a blue tit there as well.
I can't actually see any details.
Aye.
So.
Aye, it's hard to see when the light, because the sun's directly in front of it.
That high up, that's quite high.
Oh, it is. Aye. Just down there, this is just a little stream. You might be able to see it. There's a grey wagtail. There's actually a pair of them. We've just walked in. It's on the stones, just in the water. A pair of grey wagtails. You can just see its tail flicking. Just hoping it moves a little bit to gaze a bit more. But this is in a little stream in the middle of a wood. We're probably about half a mile away from the main river. For it to be a grey wagtail on a little stream in a woodland. There's just flew up again. But there's still another one down there. There's like a tunnel bridge thing down there.
We did once see them in here years ago. I remember.
We have seen them before up here, but there's like, you just wouldn't expect them to be here, really, in a woodland, because they are a river bird, aren't they? Every time we've ever seen them, this is the only wood we've ever seen them where there's not a river. But that big tree that's fell down there, that was standing years ago when we were kids. And there was always a blue tit's nest in it. You could climb up the ivy and look into it. It was like a huge hole.
There was one, yeah, the nuthatch actually built in it.
It filled the hole around it, didn't it? And used the hole high. But it was the hole must have been like 5 inches wide or something. So it must have took the nuthatch a week just to fill that.
I mean, it must have only been 7-8 feet off the ground.
Aye, you could just like step up the ivy and have a look in. It was always interesting just to have a look when we were kids. Just ahead over there, you can hear it. It's a little wren. I'll try and zoom in a little bit. I'm hoping the zoom works without blurring out again. Just on the thin parts of them branches there. I'm hoping I've got it in picture somewhere. That's small and hard to see. Let's just flew away there.
It's just went right down on the river bank there.
Oh, it's on the bank side, aye. It's under the bank itself, aye. It's just hopping around down there. Must be looking for food. I can see where the thing's at, hiding. We've been in this wood for 15 minutes and seen all kinds. Some bits of old ruins there.
I think it's been a now pump house or something.
Aye, I was wondering what it was. There was bits of other ruins a bit further into this as well. But just up behind where it's the old railway line, isn't it? It's what's got used years ago. And there's the wren again, topping on the bank side up there. Tiny little things. Little blue tits calling out there.